welcome. We are here for the review you've been waiting for. Romy, take it away.
Okay.
Yes, we got a Oregon Ducks jersey on for tonight's game.
Now, before we go over this, I'm going to make one thing clear. For those out there who have not seen this film and wish to do so without spoilers, I advise you to leave this live stream or replay and just be gone, because I'm going to go heavily into everything.
We will be going over every single thing in this movie. From every frame of this movie, we're going to be going over it.
I don't give a shot. And second, to all the radical asshole 24 fuck nuts, if you're here just to enjoy entertainment, understood. If not, if you could be like, you just didn't get it. A24, they're meant for deep messages and metaphorical meanings. And well, you're just a mainstream film goer. Do yourself a favor. Stick out your tongue while I bend over, spread my ass cheeks apart, and you can French kiss my booty hole and suck the turds out of my butthole, okay? Okay, no wonder I call you assholes 24/7. That name does mean something to you fucknuts. Now, before I begin, I need to read a little review, if you will. A review I saw from a user on IMDb.
Oh, I want to hear this.
And this isn't the whole entire thing, but I wanted to. Well, okay. Here's the thing, Chuck. There's the difference between A24 and asshole 24/7 fuck nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like there's good women in the world, and then there's feminazis.
Feminazi bullshit like Brie Larson.
Oh, don't get me started on that fucking bitch ass Mark. Okay, here we go. Here is what this user said. I start this off with a warning. If you're a mainstream horror fan, you will not like this film. Gee, don't you love it when they divide their audience? Because at least with us, I'm more open and explain, hey, this is what you're getting yourself into with the review. And then he says, this is not The Conjuring. It does not have jump scares. It is a slow movie. Gee, you don't fucking say. It's not scary in the way that most horror films are scary. It doesn't frighten you. Yeah, it's not scary at all. It's more comedic. It's hilarious. It's stupid. It felt dramatic. No, I didn't give a shit about anybody. This is an artsy movie for sure. Gee, no wonder we fucking hate it. If you don't like that, don't see it. How about fuck you, suck my dick, and nibble on my right and left twin underneath it? Because you know what? I'm out there to seek out all of the worst films out there so that I can declare what truly is the fucking worst. Okay? Hey, Alex goes, look, it's Cantwell, my favorite Cantwell brother. I bet you say that to his brother. I never met Lucas's brother, by the way. I heard he's really cool. And then he said this. This film will be divisive. I have no doubt that many people here will hate this. However, while this is a challenging film, yeah, it was a challenge getting through this boring shit. It's also a great film. Define great, as in lower fucking standards.
Nope.
Halfway through, a character says something along the lines of, that was so messed up, but I'm trying to keep an open mind. We'll get to that. I suggest that audiences take this advice. Really? Well, motherfucker, unlike you, you sarcastic cocksucker. I have the timestamps. I have the in-depth details. I have over 3,700 words of fucking notes. And I'm about to begin over what could arguably be called the absolute worst A24 movie ever. You're going to be like, well, Drobe, you never liked these A24 films. I was like, I like them when they actually do something good for once, like The Disaster Artist, The Rover, Free Fire, Lock, The Spectacular Now, Ex Machina, and others. Give me a second because I'm going to need a lot of this, and I wish I poured vodka in this because it's going to take me a lot of vodka to get through this horse shit.
Yep.
One more.
Disaster Artist was my number one of 2017, and Ex Machina was my top 10. I think it was in 2013, I think.
Ex Machina was a very good film. Disaster Artist, I believe, is hands down their best. Locke was in my top 10 of 2014, I believe. So, okay, and this is what that asshole said. Ready? He goes, PSA, this movie is extremely violent. Not really.
Not really.
No, it's maybe just in one or two scenes. That's it, dude. This movie is not really that violent. Bloody and gory. It's pretty horrifying. Yeah, horrifying as in how horrifyingly fucking bored I was.
Boring.
And I could have stuff. It could have stuff that is triggering. Yeah. I rather stare. Yeah, speaking of trigger, I rather stare at a loaded double barrel fucking shotgun than to see this goddamn movie ever again. Okay, folks, let's begin. Midsommar bullshit. The movie starts off where we are greeted with a really bizarre painting. A painting in which tells a lot of foreshadowing. Oh yeah, you didn't expect a lot of fucking foreshadowing in this movie. No wonder I predicted everything. And by the way, we're gonna keep a little tally or check mark the A24 checklist of all the bullshit that this movie has that fits the bill of what you expect from an Painting Game episode 111, an asshole 24/7 movie. Okay, yeah. So we're first greeted with a bizarre painting and an unusual choice of music, folks. This is not even the worst music in the movie. We'll get to that a little bit. And then at the 53-second mark, 53-second mark, the painting opens up like we're in the USS Enterprise. It's like, whoosh, okay? And we see a bunch of still. Hey, Romy, my name is Dominic, and I've been watching you guys for 3 or 4 years. Hey, attaboy.
I like that name, OMB, by the way. I like Mid-Subpar. That's a pretty funny name.
Mid-Subpar is actually good. Yeah, it opens up, and then we're seeing still shots of massive forests in the winter with more annoying fucking music. And this goes on for almost 50 fucking seconds.
Yeah. It's
unnecessary. Okay, here we go. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Here we go. I'll put it in this thing here. Here we go. Unnecessary padding. Padding. Here we go. And boring as fuck. Here we go. Unnecessary padding and boring as fuck. See, we're not even 2 minutes into the movie, and we got 2
minutes,
and we got 2 things checked off. Okay, and then.
Movie.
Oh, The Haunting of Sharon Tate. I had to see that earlier because I heard that was just awful. Gary fucking despised it.
Gary hated that movie.
King Hannibal, he also despised it. You know what? That movie, Paddington, the movie, this should have been called Paddington because it was nothing but fucking padding.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the worst movie company? Happy Madison. And then at the minute 43 mark, we're done seeing boring ass forest clips. Why do we see those? I don't know. We're trying to find
No clue. It's completely pointless.
It's completely pointless. Then at a minute 43, the phone rings. And every time the phone rings, we are snapped back into reality in this city of bumfuck somewhere. I don't give a flying fuck. It's
somewhere that we don't care about, and nor that will be mentioned ever again.
Yeah, it's in the middle of bumfuck butt crack city. I don't fucking care. And it's snowy. It's a winter wonderland, right? And every time the phone rings, it cuts to a house. It zooms in further and further and further. And then we hear the voice of Danny, played by Florence Pugh.
Oh boy, Florence Pugh.
And Danny. Yeah, in this movie, I'm gonna call her emo bitch. So emo bitch.
Yeah, that is pretty accurate. She is pretty emo.
Oh, folks, all she does in this movie is whine, bitch, complain, and cry. Oh, we'll get to how she cries in this movie. And yes, folks, this is Florence Pugh, the same woman who played Paige in Finding of My Family. A fantastic performance.
I need to see it still.
She is aside from Lupita Nyong'o for us, she's my favorite performance of the year. How she goes from this to this bullshit. Honey, read better scripts, okay? All right, and then it is emo bitch who's trying to check in on her parents, saying hope they do well. She hasn't heard them in a while, and they're showing her parents sleeping, or as we thought, foreshadowing. Ooh. Okay, and then this goes on until the 3-minute and 6-second mark, where it now shows emo bitch reading her messages on her computer from a woman.
I think it was.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, honey, you're no searching. Okay, to a message from Terry Ardor, which is her sister, in which it says, Ibarra was saying, "Ooh, this is scaring me." Okay. And it says, I can't anymore. Everything's black. Mom and dad are coming too. Goodbye.
How the fuck are you supposed to... What the fuck is this wording?
Okay, yeah. No, you could think, instead of Ari Aster, I'm calling The Revenant. Okay, the first half, I think, is a 10 out of 10. Second half, it turned into Terrence Malick minus the final act. Overall, decent film. What's worse, this or Hereditary? This
is way fucking worse.
Way worse. Yeah, goodbye. And this goes on for 45 seconds. Yeah, more padding. And then Danny calls her boyfriend Christian, which I'm going to call him Chris Pratt minus 2.0.
I call him Chris Douchebag.
Chris Douchebag. Wait, he was known as Star-Lord. Remember Star-Lord?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Something will come up. Starfucker. I don't know.
Star-Lord.
Wait. Chris Douchebag? Is that what you call him?
Douchebag. I call him Chris Douchebag.
So Chris Douchebag, her boyfriend, who in this movie is a selfish asshole.
Yeah, he is pretty fucking.
Okay, we got another thing to check off the A24 list. Unlikable, annoying /asshole characters.
That's three.
That's three of them. Oh boy, we're only okay. And Chris, okay, and then she's whining, bitching, and complaining to her boyfriend, and this goes on for almost 3 fucking minutes.
Yeah, and while at the same time he's at a bar. He's at a bar. Or even worse, douchebags.
Yeah, he's at a bar with his goddamn fuck buddies. I'm not even 6 minutes in. I'm almost done with the first bottle.
Which 2.5 hour movie rather suffer again? I'd rather watch Blade Runner 2049.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. So, yeah, I had to do the Sandman. And then at the 6:23 mark, the next scene, emo bitch is on another phone call, bitching about her family problems, whining, complaining. According to Romy, drinking is good. Have you seen The Theory of Everything? Yes, good movie. Great performance by the lead. She's leaning on her boyfriend. She's like, I'm leaning on my boyfriend too much. And it's showing her taking a bunch of pills like I do because she's mentally fucked up in the head. Okay. And she was on these pills called Ativan or lorazepam, which are used to treat anxiety disorders and other psychiatric disorders.
Yep.
Woo!
She takes way too many of them.
Doggy 5-4 or Doogie. I'm sorry, Doogie. If I said doggy, I'm like, oh, you're getting Lucas' attention. Doggy. And guess what? This goes on for another minute and a half or so. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, dude.
It's bad, I know.
Folks, most of this fucking movie comprises of small talk bullshit, bullshit small talk, walk around bullshit small talk, sitting down and eating while looking awkward, trying to say something, long, boring still shots. That is like 85 to 90% of this whole fucking movie.
And douchebag characters that are smoked way too much crack.
Oh, okay. So, boring as fuck, unlikable. Okay. Here's another A24 one. Awful pacing. Here we go.
Oh my god, the pacing in this movie is so bad. Okay,
seriously, I'm gonna say this right now. If people think this is better than Endgame, you know something? Here, you don't need these. You need this, and see all these. You need to take all these pills.
Yeah,
because you're more fucked up than I am. Okay. I would give Lucas this, but they're not steroids.
I don't think steroids, retard. Hold on. I'm sorry.
Oh, we're going there, huh?
I'm sorry, I had to fart.
Asshole. Oh my god. Yeah. And she's bitching about her anxiety and like, oh, I relate to my boyfriend too much, And then she gets a call from unknown. And then at the 8-minute mark, we focus on Chris Douchebag and his buddies.
Oh, yeah.
Talk and all his buddies talk about how much of a high maintenance bitch that emo bitch is. And then she calls him again, and Will Poulter, who plays as Mark, how many more pills do you have? Oh, you don't want to know. Okay, and who the hell is texting me? Who's texting me? Oh, Austin, you butthole. Okay.
Austin.
Yes, Austin. Yes, Austin Putnam. Our buddy. Yes, Will Poulter's in it. Oh, hi, Mark. Yes, he plays as Mark. And what is his fucking theme throughout the whole movie? Fucking complain about everything and how much he loves sexy chicks and wants to fuck them.
Yeah.
That is his whole goddamn thing.
It is his whole character. Literally, all it is just him complaining about stupid shit. It's like, oh, no, this, oh, that, oh, this. And then he sees hot chicks. He's like, oh
my God. Like, there's this one, where he was they're at the village, and he's like, gosh, she's so hot. I would so give her a bath. I'm just like, I hope you fucking... I was like, I hope... Gee, oh, yeah, a character who bitches and complains, and I'm just like, yeah... He's going to be dead later on in this movie. Predictable.
Yeah.
So, and then we get a bitch, emo bitch calls him again, and Will Poulter's like, no, I'm not letting you out. It's like, and here comes this waiter, right? The waiter who was really cute, and she's like, and Will Poulter's like, see, you could be banging something like that. It's like, yeah, we have an annoying bitch, and we have a fucking selfish asshole. What a match made in heaven, right? Okay, and then he picks up the phone, and then we finally get when are you doing pick'ems? I'll leave that to Lucas. And then he picks up the phone, also you hear this. No. I'm like, wait, hold up a second. Hold up. What? Shut up! I'm doing a review here.
Hi, Mom.
Shut the fuck up. I'm doing a review here. In case you're new here, my mom always busts my balls. And she's like the greatest freaking person in the world. My fans love her more than I do. And you know what? I don't blame them because I would as well. And then, and this goes on for another, like, almost 2 minutes. And then we get to this shit.
Yeah, we get to this shit.
Okay, first of all, Midsommar bullshit has, without question, some of the worst music I have ever heard in my life.
I've heard better music than pornos.
You know what this shit was? This was asking a bunch of fucking third graders to play the violin for the very first time.
Or play the clarinet, or some of them just play.
It's like if you ask like these fucking newbies to play, hey Gary, newbies to play these clarinets and a violin. In the worst way possible. This was not music. This was fucking noise, okay?
Yeah, it was noise. That's pretty much what I thought of it the entire time. It was all noise.
And then, and this goes on. This scene goes on for... Did you just fucking fart again?
No, I didn't. I didn't fart.
God, you and your bubbly ass. This goes on for 4 fucking minutes.
Yeah, 4 minutes
of slow motion where it shows where it shows firefighters showing up, right? And they came to realize that emo bitch's parents are dead, and so is his sister, while playing just like the worst violin and clarinet strings ever.
Yeah.
More fucking padding. Okay.
So you want to know how she pretty much says
she pretty much hooked
killed them because of carbon monoxide.
Because of carbon monoxide, they hooked up. She hooked up something to the back of the car into the house and killed them all. Like I give a fuck. Okay, and then 11:38, and showing Chris douchebag walking down the street with this god awful music still playing. Okay, and then 11:50. Okay, I don't think I've ever heard, not since the drug addict from the television show Intervention, have I heard one of the most unintentionally hilarious and annoying cries I have ever heard in my life. And now it's showing, Chris douchebag and emo bitch, and he's got emo bitch, in his arms, like while it's zooming in out into the window when it's like a snowstorm going on, and she sounds like the guy from Intervention when he was crying. The one that he got like so many memes and and this is what she sounds like when she's crying. She's like, I'm not joking. And this goes on for a minute straight.
Yeah, it's beyond bad.
She's just like, it's like, she sounds like Peter Griffin getting a prostate exam.
Oh, someone make a GIF of that. Oh my god.
So no, make that a GIF, and I want someone to take that scene in Midsommar and put it in and use auto-tone.
Oh my god.
Dude, that's the first thing I was thinking of. It was Intervention. And this goes on for a whole minute. And then let's see. At the 12-minute and 50-second mark, We got our introduction.
Out of fucking nowhere.
Well, it's when they zoom out of the thing. Now, I will give. I can give this movie 2 positives because, like I said, you know, think of me as like Fox News, except I'm not one of those hot, you know, blonde women. Shannon Bream, call me, okay? And dude, she is fine as hell, man. Shannon, she was Miss America, U.S. of A, honey. And oh, here we go. Now, the first thing is some of the cinematography. Yeah, the opening credits happen at the 12-minute and 50, almost 13 fucking minutes. Some of the cinematography is beautiful. It's gorgeous. Okay. What about Megyn Kelly? She used to be there, but now she went to MSNBC and she turned to a fucking bitch. So, some of the cinematography is gorgeous, but yet the pretentiousness behind some of its shots kind of kills it. And the next one, I can appreciate when a director does long tracking shots because to do tracking shots with no edits or cuts is impressive. Yet, all this movie comprises of is fucking walking and talking, sitting down and talking, and boring bullshit.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, dude. Oh wait, this isn't on. Wait, she isn't on Fox. Yeah, she is on. She went to MSNBC. She turned into a snowflake. So, and she turned into a hypocritical bitch. She got fired from NBC. Oh, then fuck her.
Oh yeah,
I would, cause she's the hottest news anchor walking today. God. And by the way, Charlize Theron, you and your makeup team. So, yeah, we're getting off track here, but that you know us. Unlike us, we do funny necessary padding.
Yes, we do funny.
Yeah, it's something you want to be interested in. Yes, and then we get the and this annoying music ends at the 13-minute and 16-second mark. So 10, 11, 12. Okay, 10, 11. Oh, no, 9. Okay, 10, 11, 12. This went on for almost 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah. Almost 5 minutes, absolutely nothing.
Jesus Christ. It's like if this movie is if Harry Asshole wants to test our fucking patience. That's what this movie is. Okay. 13 minutes and 16-second mark, we now get a view of the city where we see emo bitch on the bed resting because, you know, she lost her loved ones. Yeah, I don't give a shit because I don't care about this fucking character or any of the characters for that matter, you know. And here comes selfish douchebag. He's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "I didn't get that much sleep, you know." And he's like, "Well, I'm about to go to a party. I don't know if you want to see." She's like, "Sure, I'll go to a party." And then it goes on for almost over a minute. And then at the 14 minutes and 24-second mark, now we focus on Danny's face for 17 seconds.
It makes no sense.
You know how you do a great tracking shot on when you know, I won't say zoom in, but look at someone's face, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Chit would tell Ejiofor in 12 Years a Slave, where he told Brad Pitt's character everything in order to get out of this situation that he was in for 12 years, right? And then it goes to this one shot that lasts for a minute, and it shows his face, and his face literally, and his eyes literally told everything. He was afraid. It's like it was so many emotions wrapped up in one, but you knew exactly what he was fucking thinking. That is how it's done. Not here, especially towards a character that we don't fucking care for. Okay? So it zooms in on Danny for 17 seconds and discuss about going out to a place, you know, because one of their friends is part of this. One of his friends is part of the I'm gonna call him the NOR. The NWR. You remember the NWO? No, I'm gonna call these people the NWR, the neon white retards.
Yeah, I can see that.
Except Hulk Hogan's not there, okay?
Brother.
Listen here, brother. And then they discuss about going out to this place. It's more small talk bullshit, more padding, more still shots and all that shit. Oh, and by the way, Here we go. Here's another A24 film. This film borrows heavily from First Reform. Long, boring still shots. Oh my God. I swear to God, I believe the camera at times is probably bored out of their fucking mind with this movie. Okay, and then after that,
Hold on, Romy. I'm taking care of it. Keep going.
okay, 15 minutes, 34-second mark. Riding in a car from the party, which nothing happens. Christian just gives a look of expression to his girlfriend. And then we cut to the next scene, 15:49. Back at Emo Bitch's home, 20 seconds passes by, no talking. And then Christian finally says, "Are you okay?" And then she gets mad. This is one of the worst reviews I've ever seen. Oh, he's a hawk. Hey, do me a favor. Fly into a window and break your beak, okay? This is one of the
Romy,
worst.
I got the comments down. You go ahead, keep talking. I got the comments section. So.
Hold on. This is one of the reverse reviews. I told you, stick out your fucking tongue, bleach my ass, and then we're even. And then you'll be making my nipples hard. And by the way, you're giving me attention. So, joke's on you, little cocksucker. So, as I was before I was really interrupted by this ugly hermaphrodite. And then we're back at Tony's home. 20 seconds later, she asks if she's okay. And then they bitch back and forth because she never talked about, oh, you didn't discuss to me about going to the trip. Why? And then Christian's like, I wanted to go to Sweden to get away. Christian wanted to go to Sweden to get away from Danny. And Danny starts acting like a fucking dramatic bitch queen, like she always does, with her mental issues. And then she's playing passive aggressive towards him.
He's like, oh, you could go if you want to. I'll just stay here. How about fuck you?
Hunter goes, is your first name Mike? Mike Hawk. And for not telling her. And this goes on for almost 3 fucking minutes.
It's bad, folks. How much pandering there is in this movie.
And then almost 19 seconds. In Stockholm, are there any... Okay, yeah, we're back to Christian and his fuck buddies.
The douchebag squad.
The douchebag squad. I mean, we have another squad.
Yeah.
So basically, except they're pussies. Basically, it just... The first thing the first thing that Mark says, yeah, oh, hi, Mike. He goes, are there any meatball sex clubs we should head up before we head up north to this village? Harry asked, your writing is fucking garbage.
It's so bad. I thought Hereditary was beyond bad.
And then, Christian tells everybody, it's like, hey, I invited her and she accepted. But she's not coming to Sweden. Wait, what? I'm not kidding. I had to listen to this multiple times. He says, and I quote, I invite, because they all don't like Danny because she's annoying.
No, none of them do.
Because she's an annoying emo bitch.
Yeah.
Better than yours? I figure you like riding your boyfriend's dick. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's one of the members of the Pussy Squad. Ask your mom. Sorry. You know what? My mom.
All right, Henry, I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
I was like, no, my mom prefers real men. I don't like adolescent bitch asses. Okay. Ooh, snap. So
I'll take care of it.
No worries.
Keep going.
I told you, just nibble on my cock would be good. I invited her and she accepted, but she's not coming to Sweden. And just that we're clear, you guys got a hold of me to invite her and she's coming, okay? I'm like, okay. He says, I invited her and she accepted, but she's not coming back to Sweden. She's not coming to Sweden. That makes no fucking sense.
No, it doesn't. It makes absolutely zero sense.
And then afterwards, he says, just to make it clear, you guys told me to invite her, and she's coming, okay? And everyone's playing passive aggressive. They must have went to the John Cena school of how to act in a wrestling show. And then this goes on for almost 2 minutes. And then she enters their place, and the guys couldn't act any more passive aggressive, especially when asking that, oh, I won't be ruining your guys' plans while she's hiding behind, while the boyfriend's behind him, make sure they say the right thing, right? And at the 2043 mark, Mark asks Christian to head back to take a look at this paragraph because they're all writing a thesis. Keep that in mind, okay? They both go to the back, and then Danny awkwardly talks to the rest of the people in the fucking room who you give a shit about. I don't know. And then we're introduced to the new character who knows these cultists, these people who involved in this cult. I'm going to call him Boring Jesus. So Boring Jesus.
Oh, God, this fucker.
And all it is just small talk bullshit. And it's showing Billy. I think that was his name. Is it Billy or Billy? I'm calling him Boring Jesus. Boring Jesus was drawing a table, and then they discuss school, and this goes on for another minute or so. And then at the 2150 mark, the reason why I put this down, because something actually fucking happened. One of the other guys gets up to warm his drink in the microwave. And then at the 22-minute mark, here's what Boring Jesus says word for word about this place they're going to. It's a crazy festival my family's doing. Lots of special pageantries, ceremonies, and dressing up. It'd probably be very silly, but it's like theater. Except theater don't have bad acting. Hipster Jesus. I would call him Hipster Jesus, but this character is just fucking boring.
Oh, he's down, dude.
And he goes, "We're a small community. Everybody does everything together."
You mean everything? You mean sex, going to the bathroom,
foreshadowing. Oh boy, this is scary, folks.
Very scary, spooky 3, spooky 5 me.
Start shitting your pants, getting the OxyClean out. And then he goes, he hears about Danny, right? He goes, "I'm sorry about your loss." Okay, you're not gonna believe what he says here. This is word for word. "I'm sorry about your loss. I can't even imagine. I mean, I lost my parents too, so I kind of have some idea." Let me repeat that. "I'm sorry about your loss. I can't even imagine. I mean, I lost my parents too, so I kind of have some idea." Harry asked, "So did you write this script on a napkin and wiped your ass with it?"
Here's what he probably did. He probably took a piss, realized the piss script wasn't good enough, so he shat on it and tasted the shit, and then he realized, okay, this is somewhat decent. All right, I'll have this. I don't know what it means. It's ridiculous.
And then this causes Psycho Nut, emo bitch, Psycho. Remember Psychonauts? I'm gonna call her Psycho Nut. So Psycho Nut, or emo bitch, starts to freak out and whines and bitches and complains some more. And then this leads the freak out, and she hauls ass to the bathroom. Now, I thought this was a really good transition here, where when she goes, it's like an overhead shot. She goes into the bathroom with a transition, and then when she enters the next room, she's in the bathroom of an airplane. I was just like, okay, that's interesting. But I noticed something right away. Like during the scene when she was talking to Boring Jesus, she was wearing like this black hoodie or shirt, right?
Yeah.
And then she enters the bathroom where it's like a clear new place, and she's still wearing the black shirt. And then it cuts to the next shot, and all of a sudden she's wearing an orange one.
What fucking editing is there?
I was like, oh my god. I'm just like, wait a minute. I was like, when I saw her wearing that orange shirt, it just made me thirsty for Kool-Aid. Okay. Okay. And so we're at okay, here comes some more unnecessary padding. So Psycho Nut goes to the bathroom with the transition and everything, and then all of a sudden, she starts bawling and bitching some more, and then she returns back to her seat with ominous music playing as it zooms. Yeah, woo, it's fucking scary. And then she sits next to her boyfriend, and she looks out of her window, and the camera zooms out to the window, and then we get to the next scene. And this goes on for another minute and a half.
This movie is just boring, stupid-ass pandering bullshit.
There's no fucking reason why this movie is almost 2.5 hours.
It makes no sense.
While Avengers Endgame was 3 hours, and that went by in no time. There was not a minute wasted in that movie.
Well, there wasn't. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. So, yeah, most of that whole scene was pretentious. Oh, hold up. Here we go. We got another fucking A24 tripe. Pretentious. And speaking of pretentious, wait till we get to this scene. Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. What happened?
We're up to...
Yeah, here we go. 25. Okay, here we go. 25-minute mark. Oh, what happened to Mr. Hawk? Oh, I think someone shot him out of the sky, and good riddance. I hope it was a 12 gauge.
That would have been awesome.
I'm gonna pretend I'm playing Duck Hunt in the fucking. Well, you're a crow, but no, I'll pretend you're a duck. Shot you out of the fucking sky, and I hold you as a trophy. Here we go. Near the 25-minute mark. No, excuse me. I'm sorry. There's a scene I forgot, and then it transitions to them driving, where Mark. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
He's talking about the women hustlers that are so fucking hot in this area of the world and how much he wants to fucking bang them.
Oh, jeez. Can you talk about something else, buddy?
Like, this is his goddamn theme. And then one of the people talks about their thesis, and then they realize that where it's going to be a 4-hour drive into their destination. Gee, the irony, because this movie felt like it was 4 or 5 fucking hours long.
It did feel like it was 4 or 5 hours. Jesus Christ.
25-minute mark. Here comes another useless fucking scene. It's just like a helicopter view. It goes from behind the car, and then above, like a helicopter view, and then upside down in front while playing more ominous music. And then all of a sudden, this is the whole time it's in POV mode, and then it goes right side up while it's going, and then the bright lights. It's like Harry Astor wants not only to test our patience, but to piss us off with some of the lighting in this movie, because the lighting in this movie, it burns your fucking retina. You want to go colorblind.
Yeah, it's beyond that.
And so here's the story with this shit. At the 26-minute mark, Duck Boy, more like Fuck Boy. At the 26-minute mark, hey, by the way, thank you for your view, cock meow. The first stop. This is the first stop, and we're meeting with some folks from Boring Jesus' village, right? And guess what? This goes on for almost 2 minutes. More small talk bullshit. And then we get a character named Igmore. I think that's one of Boring Jesus's brothers, such you will. And they just met this guy. They have no idea who he is. They have no idea what they're capable of. And he offers them drugs, and they wanted to take it immediately.
Yeah, out of nowhere, we're just like, here's free drugs. Take them right now, or else you're dead. I'm like, no. Yeah,
let's take this fucking substance. We have no idea who from.
What the hell
in the middle of the fucking country, in a whole different country. I mean, in the county, in this whole different country, from a complete stranger. And oh no, like emo bitch is like, I don't want to do it right now, yada yada yada. And then he's like, no, that's okay, no, let's let your friends get high on drugs alone. It'll be a different trip for them. So they all take it, and she wants to take it with her fucking teeth, right? And
Well, that's a quick change
Okay.
of the month.
And this goes, remember, this scene started at the 25, 55, 26 minute mark. This goes on for 3.5 fucking minutes. More padding. And then we're at the next scene where all of them are sitting on their asses, tripping their fucking balls off of goddamn drugs, right? Especially Mark, who's tripping. He's tripping that the sky is fucking blue and it's 9 p.m. Yeah. One of the best films of the year falls from IndieWire. One of the scariest films since Hereditary. Oh my god. Hey, see a cougar lover. Hey, I wonder if that's Caden or Kevin or Tony or Adam or one of those other dick sucking fucks. How you doing? They love that. They love the taste.
Don't worry, I'm taking care of it, guys.
They love the taste, dude. They're just giving us viewership.
Yeah, they are.
They're stupid. Well, then again, they are the Pussy Squad. So
yeah.
Hey, yeah, see a cougar. Your girlfriend arrived. And then. There we go. Yeah, and then Danny sees grass growing on her hand, and the trees are breathing. I was like, "What is this? M. Night Shyamalan's The Happening?" I hope the trees do breathe and kill every character. And you know, Boring Jesus is speaking this hipster bullshit about nature and beauty and trees and whatnot, right? More hipster rambling shit. And then Danny gets up and freaks the fuck out again because that's her common thread in this fucking movie. And then she speeds up, walking and rambling, you know, talking to herself while ominous music is playing. So scary, you know. You know, and by the way, those fucking troll accounts, they were also went after Sammy and Cougar and people other we know. I already know it's the Pussy Squad. They ain't bullshit.
Don't worry, I'm taking care of the
hey, buddy, do you like how my dick tastes in your mouth? It's going to be even funnier when you have no teeth doing it. It'd be feeling really good, too. So they would never want to confront me in person because, you know, they're snowflakes. And, you know, she freaks out again, right? And then she walks to this other group of hipsters who are sitting in a circle, look like they're circle jerking each other, and they're like, ah! They're all laughing like fucking hyena dumbasses, right? And then she like turns over to Boring Jesus's brother, and she's like, they're laughing at me, you know. I was like, "Will someone shut this fucking bitch up?" You know. And then she hauls ass into this fucking red porta potty or the shit house, right?
Yeah, shit house.
You know, and this, you know, and it looks like a shitter. She lights a match, and she thinks she saw someone in the back room from the mirror, right? And then she storms out of there with loud, ominous music into the woods, and it cuts to black. Folks, this scene goes on for 4 fucking minutes.
4 minutes of absolutely terrible bullshit.
Other than the foreshadowing, what was the fucking purpose of this movie? I mean, what is the fucking purpose? What does this serve?
I have absolutely no idea.
And believe it or not, this is a theatrical cut. The director's cut
is 2 hours and 51 minutes.
It's 30 minutes, almost 30 fucking minutes longer. Why? Can someone explain that to me without giving me this metaphorical bullshit? Because do I have to tell you what the word metaphor means? Even the definition of itself saying that the word is bullshit. Okay?
Yeah, it's like people that don't understand what common sense is.
Well, neither do these fucking characters. Okay. We know it cut to black, you know. Now 33:30 almost. She was out for 6 hours. That's probably the best fucking thing to happen to the other people, so that I have to hear her bullshit. You know, and then 50 seconds later, after they were talking to her, they all walk on foot towards what they came for. And then all of a sudden, Mark starts, complaining again, bitching about the stupidest things. This time about the tick problem in Sweden with Mark. And, because Mark displays an extreme phobia of ticks. And you're probably thinking, why was this in the movie? Here is why, folks. Because this is based off hairy assholes' real life fear of bugs and illnesses. Like Mark, hairy asshole wore 2 pairs of socks over his jeans to ensure he would not receive a bug bite. Then they would. I'm not kidding you. Yeah. That is the reason why I put it in this fucking movie. I hope a mosquito did sting you and give you malaria.
That would have been funny.
Oh, and and you're thinking, like, what's the purpose of this whole movie? Because Harry Asshole wrote this after he had an awful breakup.
Yeah. It's true, folks.
There's 2 reasons. One, because he wrote this. He wanted to write about how he felt about the breakup and put it on the screen. And he was inspired by one of the biggest pieces of shit walking on the face of the earth, Lars von Trier. Which the Pussy Squad, they love how his dick tastes.
They love bowing down to him, bow down.
Oh no, they love. They probably would have a sex scene with Lars von Trier while the rest of the Pussycats going like everyone else in this fucking movie does. We'll get to that later on.
Oh my god! Yeah, we'll get to that shit. That's gonna be. Woo!
Okay. By the way, thank you for your viewers. Pussy Squad, you done fucking hermaphrodites. Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. Von Trier. No, he never made a movie outside where he comes from. He never does. Because if he came to America, like I said, I would do it for free. I will be the first to kick his fucking ass. So he'll never show up to America again. Okay. And then then they arrive towards their destination, right? To the NWRs, the neon white retards. And while it's just showing more small talk and more padding and unnecessary bullshit. And then 37:35, the music stops after the awful music stops after 4 minutes straight. I'm not kidding you. And then here they meet with one of the high leaders. I'm going to call this motherfucker Papa Smurf, okay? Because he looks like...
God, yeah, he does look like Papa Smurf. At least Papa Smurf is likable.
Oh, no, I got that, ear barrels. Oh, and speaking of fucking Smurfs, we'll get to that in a little bit, okay? And then at nearly the 40-minute mark, like I said, the first hour of this movie, folks, nothing fucking happens. I timed it. We get some fucking hipster douche fuck. Oh, kind of like Patrick Williams. He comes on stage speaking, and he says, "It's the hottest and brightest summer on record." Yeah, it's the brightest. Hairy asshole makes sure of that. It's been 90 years since our last great feast. Let our 9-day feast begin. And then we cut. I don't mean to laugh, but it was just random. We cut to this one person.
I think I know you're talking about.
Who looked like it's Sloth from the Goonies and Donald Duck fucked and had a baby.
Oh my god, that you are right.
She's like, "Hey, you guys!" What is she doing? And I was just like, why was this here? It explains later on. It is so dumb. It shows her fucking, fucking finger painting, which looks like he took a mud plop of shit on the painting, just smeared it all over.
It looks like he put the paint on his ass and he tried to put his ass cheeks to the painting and then trying to draw on the ass painting with his fingers.
You're probably thinking, what the fuck does this mean? We will get to that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and then at the 41:30 mark, remember that you remember that hipster that was talking about let the 9-day summarity begin? Okay, at the 41:30 mark, this bitch starts screaming. Okay, the NWRs, the neon white retards, start screaming like a cartoon. She goes, "Spirits back from the dead!" Hey! She's acting like a retard metal rocker. I'm like, am I supposed to take this shit serious?
No, I was wondering the same exact thing. I'm just like,
folks,
if you
want to see I know Cia Cougar and Danny Z disagree with me, but I can understand where they're coming from. If you want to see a great cult film like this, Gareth Evans' Apostle. Because that movie has motivation. It makes sense. You understand why the guy's there and why he can't leave. It's tense-filled. It's just scary and psychotic. It's everything that this movie tries to be but fucking fails. That this movie does. It fucking fails. I don't see it, Cougar. And then next scene, we see this young girl who, in the mirror, brushing her hair. And then she comes out, and then we have more NWRs, neon white retards, dancing like weird fucks, making these retarded noises. This is the noises they were making. You ready? They're like, ha, 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 ha. And now they're like this. Like, they sound like the Archvile from Doom.
They sound like fucking retarded parrots.
What about the Wicker Man from Nicolas Cage? I will get to that because the ending of this movie rips off Nicolas Cage's Wicker Man.
Yeah.
Even with the bear scene.
Yeah.
Okay, and guess what? This goes on for 45 seconds. And then while the neon white retards are dancing, one of them kicks Christian on the side where, and it's like a pretty girl, right? And foreshadowing much? And then Boring Jesus draws a picture of emo bitch for her birthday because Christian is such a selfish cocksucker that he forgot her birthday, but yet Boring Jesus remembers. Gee, I wonder what this is going to lead to, right? And this goes on for another minute. And then at the 44-minute mark, the group takes a stroll through the village. Asking Boring Jesus about how they maintain and support the area, and then they discuss about ruins and how long Chris douchebag and emo bitch have been together, and then we're introduced to this other couple who are new to the place, and then out of nowhere. Oh, and then they hear about this sacred temple no one's allowed to enter. Gee, I wonder if someone will. Because, the logic in that, it says not to enter. It's, curiosity kills the cat, right? And then it shows a bear locked up in a cage out of nowhere. And then we get to here comes some more foreshadowing.
Lots of foreshadowing.
Oh, my God. That's what makes this movie so predictable. And it's fucking pretentious. Well, I don't say pretentious because it makes sense in the movie, but logic it doesn't. Here we go. And then the other couple stare at this long slideshow painting, okay? Where I'm not kidding when I say this. Here we go. It's like it's telling a story. Like a woman's like dreaming about the man that she wants to be with, right? And she realizes that she knew what her man was. And then it shows in these pictures, and it shows a woman spreading butt ass naked, right? These paintings or drawings.
Yeah, they're all.
Wait, is it like Slideshow Lucas? No, because Slideshow Lucas doesn't include nudity. So it did, man. I'll be painting that shit like James Cameron.
You're not be paying me, man, because that's not happening.
With that big green jersey, you look like Shrek. I guess that makes me donkey. Hey, you know what's cool about Shrek? He gets to fuck Cameron Diaz, man. Look on the bright side. I see you grinning, you son of a bitch. You saw sex tape. You saw how she fucked that car and the counselor. Okay. And I get to be Puss in Boots. So the couple, you know, it shows the women dreaming of a man, and then it shows the woman butt naked, spreading her legs, snipping off her fucking pubic hair, and mixing it into this dish, making this fucking pie. Yeah, snipping off her pubic hair and putting it into the pie.
Is this Family Guy?
And then the next painting, it shows her squatting over a coffee cup and filling it up with menstrual blood. And then she feeds that with the pie and with the coffee, feeds it to the guy, and then the guy is like possessed and hypnotized in a way, which makes him fall in love and marries her.
Great way to give someone AIDS.
I'm like, hairy asshole, are you trying to scare me with this? This is fucking gross and stupid.
It is retarded, dumb shit, motherfucker.
And by the way, like the top of my head, I like it Bald Eagle Jones, silky smooth. Okay? And remember, it goes from 44, now 46, 41. This went for almost 3 fucking minutes straight. And now the fuck nuts, these fuck nuts are introduced to their bedrooms. And Boring Jesus explains how they grow up in age, okay? Here we go. Okay, this is fucking funny. He goes, we think of life like the seasons. You're a child until you turn 18, which is spring. Then we own our own pilgrimage from 18 to 36, which is summer. From ages 36 through 54, that's when they're working. You know, working during their age, which is fall. And then 54 through 72, you're became a mentor, which is winter. And then someone asks, what happens at age 72? And this is what Boring Jesus does. We will get to that in a little bit. And then here comes Mark, you know, Mark, the smart ass. You know what he says? He goes, God, there's not a lot of private. Yeah, metaphorical garbage. And he goes, God, there's not a lot of privacy here. Yeah, what if you need to jerk off, especially with all the dicks on the walls?
Someone please shoot Mark, because
I
just wanted to go like Joker style. Just go up, pull Bravado right to his head, and bam, shoot him right in the face.
Yeah, shoot him out of the sky like they did at Hawks. Okay. Okay, 48-37 Mark. Every Midsommar, we have this dance competition, and whoever wins gets crowned the Maid Queen. And then Will Poulter, you know, he saw as one of the ladies, and he said this, man, I want to give get that village lady a bath. And he starts to like eyeing on her and stalk her. I was just like, foreshadowing much? That kind of shows when he's going to get killed. Okay, 49-31, 3 minutes later. This is a scene where I just fucking laugh at this movie. The boyfriend comes out and he starts singing happy birthday to emo bitch, while these group of women are like huddle up like they're in a fucking football game ready to call their next goddamn play, right? And he's trying to light this fucking cake, you know, light the candle on the cake, and it keeps going out on him. I'm just like, you fucking idiot. He keeps trying to light it, but it's like a fail. It's like, was that an actual blooper or something? And he's like, what? Did you think I forgot your birthday? And then she goes, I'm sorry. I fucked up on the day by the daylight here. It's like, I thought it was the day before, but the way the daylight works here. Making up bullshit because he forgot her birthday because he's a selfish piece of shit. And this goes on for another minute, and then 50-38. Tomorrow begins the big ceremony, and configuring what the big ordeal is tomorrow, since Boring Jesus tells them it's something that you need to see to understand. And they were like, well, what is it? And he won't tell them. Gee, I wonder why. Is he hiding something? So fucking predictable, dude. You know, and then what does Mark say? He goes, dude, check my skull for ticks and I'll check yours. This character is fucking stupid and pointless.
Stupid as shit.
Fifth, and this goes on for almost a minute and a half or so. Okay. 5216, more annoying music and neon white retards dancing, you know, doing their dancing poses bullshit. And then ladies walking backwards awkwardly, picking shit out of the fields. I was just like, they're walking, squatting downwards and coming back up. I'm just like, what the fuck? This is stupid. Okay.
No, it is.
Okay, and now we're at the dinner scene.
Oh God.
And everyone's just standing. Just standing. You know, just standing. And then hipster Chris Douchebag asks Boring Jesus, how long do we typically stand? And then Boring Jesus replies with, we're gonna stand until it's right to sit.
That makes no fucking sense.
How about you say we're gonna sit down once the elders have arrived? Why not just fucking say that? Stupid.
That would have made more sense.
Okay. And then a kid rings the bell, and then comes these and here comes these fucking Smurfs. Because they're wearing nothing but blue.
Yeah.
And when I saw them, I called it right away. I'm just like, these are the 72-year-olds he was talking about, and they're going to be dead somehow. And I was right. Here comes, I got two nicknames from them, okay? Now remember, two people in blue, and as soon as the because the cameraman comes back, and as soon as the cameraman sits, everyone else sits. And then we get more of nothing until the two Smurfs finally eat. This goes on for almost 3.5, 4 minutes.
It's embarrassing how
what the fuck? Harry Astor is my pick for the worst director of the year for this movie.
No, I agree. 100%. I agree.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to drinking vodka. At the 56-minute mark, the two Smurfs, I got nicknames from them. One's a man, one's a woman. The woman, I call her Mean Face McGee. And it's a great nickname for what happens to her.
Yeah.
And then the other guy, he looks like a fucking wizard bum from Hogwarts. So I call him Hobo Wizard. So Hobo Wizard, you got the Hobo Wizard and Mean Face McGee. Okay, they stand up and they start mumbling like they're trying to say their first words when they're growing up. They're like, okay, this is what they sounded. They're like, what? That's what they sound like. This goes on for 70 seconds straight. And then everyone stands up, rises, and toasts to these two people. And then here comes the other Smurfs. And they act like a fucking carriage as if they're kings, and they're carrying them to this location, right? And this goes on from 55:53 to 58:24. Folks, remember when I said nothing happens until the 1 hour mark? Here we go. Oh, we got more padding.
Here we go, folks. Okay,
we get fucking more padding, okay? And this goes on for over 4.5 fucking minutes. It shows a camera just, strafing this way. One of them is holding a massive wooden hammer like he's fucking Shao Kahn or some shit. And everyone's looking up, the neon white retards and the two old fucks that are about to die. And then we get the wide shot of the fucking Smurfs. At the 1 hour mark, we hear a horn go off. And then they take the hands, one of the hands of Mean-Faced McGee and the Hobo Wizard. They take a dagger, and this is the first time you actually see a little bit of blood in the movie. And they cut their hands, right? I guess it's, and they go up to the runes that we're talking about earlier, and they smear the blood on the runes while the camera zooms on it in very slow motion.
So scary and foreshadowing.
Oh, and then the ominous music. Ooh, it's so scary, right? And then comes I timed it. The 1 hour, 2 minute, and 45-second mark. I had to pause the movie because I was fucking laughing for 5-10 minutes straight. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That was hilarious. It shows Mean-Faced McGee on top of this cliff going like this, right? And for a long, it's like, oh, I'm just like, is he trying to imitate the sequence from Almost Famous? Where, how he's like, I am a guy, and he jumps off into the swimming pool. That's what this scene reminded me of. So Mean-Faced McGee jumps off the cliff, and then you hear this grunt in the background, like, oh! I was dying. And, dude, it looked like she was trying to attempt the best belly flop at a swimming pool, right? But instead of a swimming pool, it was a large, big, flat stone. And she hit this fucking stone. And Mean-Faced McGee didn't have a mean face anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? This is like when the Wile E. Coyote goes off the cliff and he holds up a sign that says yikes and it points a down arrow and he goes, I'm laughing because of how stupid this is. Yeah, at 72 years old, they just like, fuck it, we're just going to jump off a cliff and say, sorry, Nara. Okay, when she landed, it literally breaks her fucking head, turning into a busted cantaloupe, and it shows the normal people fucking, freaking the fuck out, as rightfully as they should, and it shows, okay, you can tell this is directed by Harry Asshole because this shares another thing with Hereditary. Remember when Charlie Brown's stupid bitch plays Heads Up 7-Up with the telephone pole? Remember? And it fucking decapitates her head. It's in that shot where it zooms in on her face being all disfigured and fucked up. Guess what? It does the same thing here where it shows a close-up view of Mean-Faced McGee's face being completely fucking destroyed. Okay? And then the Hobo Wizard. Oh, wait. Tyler says, this was the scene that made the group next to me get up and leave. Folks, I've been hearing one of two things that's been happening a lot during these screenings of Midsommar. One is people got up and left. They walked out of the movie because they hated it. And two, critical. We'll get to that, Tyler. Oh my, Tyler, I wrote that in my notes. Holy shit. Yeah. And then the second thing, especially at the final like 20-30 minutes, they what's up, everybody? This is critical. Penguin Z0 even mentioned this, and I was reading the same thing. People were laughing at how stupid and embarrassing this shit was. And then Hobo Wizard shows up, and guess what? He does his He does his best almost famous presentation. He jumps off, and it's shown like a wide shot. It's like this. And I had to pause the movie because I was laughing for another 5 to 10 minutes. I'm like, really? Except here's the thing. Hobo Wizard didn't die. I guess his Hogwarts power spells from Harry Potter is still strong with this one. Except his legs were, like, from his knee below, were fucking destroyed. I mean, like, they turn into hamburger meat. So what do the cultists do for this? Like he's like suffering and everything. The cultists did pretend. There's 4 of them. The 4 of them decide to pretend they're Gallagher. They take Shao Kahn's rejected wooden hammer. Wait. Oh, and the funny thing is, the cultists, they're just acting like they just did their taxes. Like, this is nothing new. Wow, the new people are flipping the fuck out, right? And the cultists start to act like Gallagher, and they all take turns smashing his fucking face in with a hammer as if they're at the carnival playing the Who's the Strongest, trying to hit that goddamn bell up the top.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck is this stupid shit? And the 1 hour, 6 minute mark, one of the cultists tries to reason with the other couple who are disgusted and flipping the fuck out, and rightfully should, because who the fuck does this stupid shit? And this is what this old cultist bitch says, and I'm just like, are you fucking mad? She goes, those 2 reached the end of their organ life cycle. You need to understand as a great joy for them. Wait, hold up a second. You need to understand this is a great joy for them? Yeah, at 72, jumping off a fucking cliff like they're almost famous, and people pretend they're Shao Kahn playing Gallagher to their fucking... They're playing whack-a-mole with old people!
Yeah, it's stupid.
And then what does boring Jesus say? I'm so sorry I didn't warn you about this. How the fuck do you keep that from them? Are you fucking mad?
He is a retard.
So now we're at the 1 hour, 7 minute mark. You know what? I'm going to take a little break because I'm out of water and I got to go to the Pussy Squad members and piss in their mouth and turn them to a yellow submarine. If you excuse me.
We'll be right back, folks. I'll keep you guys entertained for the time being. I know you guys have been waiting for this, and thank you guys. What?
Tyler Calvert, you know what he said? He goes, those people should have used Life Alert. Dude, Tyler Calvert, go to his channel because he is awesome. He is so funny. I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
Yeah, folks. Thank you all for tuning in so far. I think we had a max live viewer count of 17. And that's awesome. I love that. And we just gotta keep the hype train going. This has been a great review. And I know there were some trolls on here.
Yes,
hi.
Out the rest.
Hi there. Hello.
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah, I did.
He has to give his big fat mouth a rest. Okay. Bye, guys.
I'll see you later. Yeah, folks, we got to 17. Don't worry, I know there's been some trolls. Don't worry, the trolls have been dealt with. So we're just gonna wait for the Tubby Mora Fattass to get back, and then we'll be in good shape. So yeah, folks, this movie is just beyond bad, and we still have plenty more to cover.
Back to this massive heaping full of colostomy bag of shit. Oh, hey, Lucas, hold on a second. Speaking of that, speaking of shit.
Oh my god, did you shit yourself? Oh my god.
Oh no, you know what? Let me check. Hold on. Let me check. No, I didn't. Whoa, okay. I thought I did.
Oh my god.
I got the bubbly. Oh, by the way, Pussy Squad, that was a kiss for you.
Yeah. But the Pussy Squad don't know what they're doing. That's all I know.
No, I know Dom. No. Dom isn't. I don't think he's a troll. Who knows? Hi,
No, Dom's not.
Wait, why is everyone saying hi, Ma? I wasn't even talking to her.
There was Mr. Hawk and Duck Boy were the trolls, and I got rid of both of them.
No, dude. Like I said, I've seen a couple of those trolls before. Okay, so the 1 hour 7 minute mark, they're walking back after what they witnessed, you know, and emo bitch wants to be alone for what she have witnessed, and then guess what she does? You guessed it, ball some more like a bitch. Oh my god. Okay, now, first of all, let me talk about this. After what you just fucking saw, what would be your first reaction? Get the fuck out of there! I would grab my shit and run like there's fucking no tomorrow. There is a path. You got your passport. I don't care if you run out of breath. Run and run as fast as you fucking can. But no!
I'd be like Frozen Joestar. I just start running as fast as he fucking can.
But no, because like in all shitty horror movies, they have to have a stupid fucking reason to stay there. And who the hell keeps texting me?
That was Tubby Moore. That was the Emperor. He sent us something about the hurricane, but keep going, Romy.
Oh, it's just an update on the hurricane. Understood. Okay. So let me just pull this down, and I don't mean my dick. Thank you. So now at the 1 hour 8 minute mark, Josh. Oh, by the way, the other guy's name is Josh, in case you didn't know. I didn't know his name was either. I had to fucking look it up because you don't give two shits about these goddamn characters. So Josh and Chris douchebag talk. Christian states that, remember how they were working on their thesis? Yeah. Instead of just packing their shit up and getting the fuck out of there, for what they have witnessed, Christian states that he wants to do a thesis on this community. And it shows how much of a selfish asshole he is, because that's originally what Josh was working on.
Yep.
And Josh wanted to do this thesis on Midsommar, and now they start a conflict. They're arguing on writing a thesis after what they have just inspired and write. You know, they think it's going to be great material. How about save your fucking life and get the hell out of there?
Exactly.
But no, they don't. And they stay there because they're fucking idiots, just like the NWRs. At least with a movie like Apostle, he is there. Okay, first of all, in order to get into this cult, they do like a background description and everything on you. Okay, and once you get there, you know you got to follow these certain issues and such. And you know he's there undercover, and if they find out who this guy really is, that's what makes it even more intense, because they kidnapped his sister and asked for them and held her for ransom. But he's going to blend in with their cult in order to help get his sister out of there. And he's got to blend in with them. See, with Apostle, it makes fucking sense. It has logic. This movie doesn't. They could have just, but if they left, that means that there wouldn't be a movie. Exactly. And that's why it's fucking stupid.
Yep.
That is the problem with most horror films. It's so goddamn trite and forced. Yeah, because like a bunch of other horror movies that have a trope, they have to fucking stay. They have to feel like there's no movie if they would have left, right? Wait, except for the weird tree person in Apostle, the tree person. Oh, that character. Well, there's a reason why he was there, though. He was there to offer the punishment. Oh, that tree person. Well, because he was pretty much the substance that gave the planet life, gave that island life. Except he passed it on. I don't want to spoil it, but like I said, the movie had logic. It made sense. At 2.5 minutes later, Mark. Okay, you know Mark. Yeah, when they told him what happened, this is what Mark said. He goes, "Of all the things you let me sleep through, it was this. I wanted to see that. Will someone kill off this motherfucker? Oh, it happens, and thank God." And okay, now Danny, she's packing her shit right. Okay, she's at first doing something right for once. She's packing her shit up. She's like, I want to fucking leave. And then here, wait. And she starts moving. Oh, yeah. She wants to pack and leave, and she starts bawling like a bitch. And then here comes boring Jesus, and he states that he invited his friends because this is a one-in-a-lifetime thing. One in a lifetime, you say, huh? You lying prick. And I wanted to share it, especially with my friends who I want to share with, because I knew they would appreciate it. Yeah, you don't fucking say. And then boring Jesus convinces her about being able to relate and about having a family, because boring Jesus stated that his family or his parents died in a fire. Foreshadowing much?
Mm-hmm.
And also talked about Christian and how she doesn't feel like she's home with Christian, but she would feel home here with us.
Bruh.
All right. Okay, and then 1 minute 14 seconds. Oh yeah, after that scene, they show Mean Face McGee and Hobo Wizard over a fucking fire like they're being grilled at a barbecue because I guess they're getting cremated. And then 40 seconds later, here comes this scene. Okay, it's showing emo bitch just sitting on the ground, and then here comes Christian. He goes, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And she's like, "Are you not disturbed by what you saw?" And then here comes some of the worst acting in the movie from Christian. He says this. He goes, "Yeah, of course I am. It was really, really shocking."
No shit. It was shocking.
I'm like, who are you, William Shatner in a Star Trek episode? And then he says, okay, he goes, "It was really, really shocking. I'm trying to keep an open mind, though. It's cultural, We stick our elders in nursing homes. I'm sure they find half disturbing. I think we really need to try to act. We need to try to act man." I'm like, hold up. He literally compared what he fucking saw to a nursery.
Zero fucking sense.
Harry Asshole, you are fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Okay, minute 15. Sitting our players for Florida. Yeah, absolutely. Even though the guy's name is Christian. I'm sorry. It's shifting east. So minute 15. Almost minutes. 1:16. Excuse me. An hour 16 in. Oh, excuse me. Hour 15 in. Back at the bedroom where the goddamn baby won't shut the fuck up every time they go over there.
God, baby.
Okay, you know what? Another A24 trend. Annoyance. There we go. Oh, another A24 horror trend. Not scary. Here we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. Yep, we got 8 of them so far.
8 of
them. Okay, we got 8 of them. Danny asks Josh for a sleeping pill. Hour 16. Danny wakes up to notice 3 people living. She follows them to see where they've gone, and then it shows imagery of her parents, the fucking Smurfs, her parents in the position at the Smurfs while she was screaming out black smoke. It was a dream sequence, and then she wakes up. Bullshit. Pointless.
Bullshit. I agree.
Okay. Hour 17:25. As everyone else is sleeping, you remember that woman that kicked Christian in the side while they were dancing? It's like this crazy long hair bitch stares at them with an object in her hand. And the baby is still fucking crying, doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. She goes to Christian's bed and puts an object underneath it while it focuses on Josh's face, kind of noticing what's going on. Foreshadowing. Woo! Okay. A minute 18:37. The cultists are cleaning out and carrying the Smurfs' ashes while they're singing like fucking retards. And then Josh talks to boring Jesus about 2 things. One is that, okay, you know what's funny? One is that he is granted permission to do a thesis on the village as long as he splits it with Christian and signs an agreement. However, earlier on, the elders forbid it and said absolutely not would they allow him to do a thesis on their village. Now all of a sudden they allowed him. Someone's fucking dying.
Yeah.
This shit's predictable, folks. It's like, why would they say one thing and then say a different thing another? Planning shit out ahead of time. It's like I said, more foreshadowing. And then he shows this object. You know, what is the object? The object is a lover's rune.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I was just like thinking, oh, you remember the fucking paintings?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if that's going to take any effect. Predictable and boring. And then Mark, he had to take a piss. And all of a sudden, I can't keep count with you. Dude, there's so much fucking foreshadowing. Oh,
It's like,
what's the worst movie you saw in 3D? I don't know, actually. And then a cultist starts losing his fucking mind at Mark because he pissed on this dead tree, which the cultists claim it's their ancestors. The dead tree is connected. The tree is tied to all of our dead. I'm like, it's a dead fucking tree. Fuck off. And then, all of a sudden, the villagers are saying that Simon, okay, there was Simon and Connie. Remember the other couple that flipped the fuck out when they saw the hammer and everything? And they were ready to leave, except, not ready to leave, except Simon, the NWRs claimed that he left without Connie. Bullshit. He's dead.
mm-hmm.
He's dead. It then shows the village true nature of bloodlines by inviting people outside. Basically, like, remember that person who was doing the finger painting and she was like pretty messed up? That's because he's inbred.
Yeah.
So when it comes to sexual lovemaking, the villagers' true nature of bloodlines is they like to invite people outside the village. Yay! Okay, in minute 25, occultist invites Danny for cooking, and guess what they're cooking? The pies that are in the painting. Foreshadowing much? And then Josh speaks with one of the elderly about the photos, the deformed kid, and the paintings and everything. And it's inside this holy relic book that they have that's like so sacred towards them. All right. And this goes on for 3 more minutes. And then Danny's cooking, I'd like to call twat bread. So fucking twat bread. And all of a sudden, him and Mark hear a scream in the distance. And then Mark was somewhat stalking that one chick who he loved to give a bath to. And now they're at dinner. This is just boring random shit. I'm sorry, folks. That's what this movie is. Okay, Kevin Rios. I'll say. Simon says I'm dead. Pretty much. Never trust pies from strangers. Yeah, twat bread. And Danny asks, everyone seen Connie? Now Connie is missing. Gee. I guess she's dead too. And then they're all sitting at the table, and Christian gets his bread from this woman who gives him this seductive look, like she's ready to go fucking balls deep on his ass. Thank you, A20. Thank you, Kato Kruger. What is it with A24 and fucking pies? A Boar story where there's an 8-minute sequence. And the reason why he left Connie or Connie is missing. He's like, oh, I'm sure it's a miscommunication. That is the reason what they thought. Pies are spooky.
Dumb fucking reason.
Oh my god. He's like, yeah, it's a miscommunication between the two couples. And then emo bitch says, I can see you possibly doing that, you know, leaving her without him telling anything, because, you know, he planned to do that, to go to Sweden. And then Christian's like, what the hell does that mean? And then she's like, never mind.
Never mind.
And then, okay, here comes a fucking sick scene. Oh, and then Josh and Christian are bitching at each other about the thesis thing. Yeah, more padding. And then Christian takes a chunk out of his fucking twat bread, and he pulls out a fucking pubic hair out of his mouth. And unlike everyone who looks like they're drinking like this type of juice, he was drinking a glass that has some type of reddish juice.
I
Gee!
wonder what that could be.
Fucking disgusting!
Yeah.
And this scene goes on for like 3 minutes. A lady asks Mark, okay, remember that gorgeous chick that Mark wanted to give her a bath and everything? A lady asks Mark to come with her. And right before that, remember that really angry, pissed off NWR who was looking at it, looked like he was ready to murder that motherfucker for pissing on that tree? A lady asks her to come with her. And he's like, okay.
Okay. I guess so.
I was like, great, you're fucking dead. No,
Yeah.
no, good fucking riddance, because I fucking couldn't stand you.
Nope, I couldn't either.
And then next one, Danny asks Josh for another sleeping pill while he's not feeling himself. And then Josh, he sneaks out to the other building to take photos of this fucking prestigious book, which the elders told him not to. Okay?
Yep.
And while he's doing that, in the reflection, he looks like someone sneaking up behind him. And it looks like it appears to be Mark, but it wasn't Mark.
What was it?
It's some dude wearing Mark's skin while he's almost half naked. Wearing like fucking leather, like fucking Leatherface. Why? Because they're crazy. I don't know. And then out of the corner, someone with Shao Kahn's rejected wooden hammer hits the fuck out of him, and he's just like twitching, and he's fucking dead, while the guy wearing Mark's face like, you know, acting like he's coughing up. Okay, that's a fucking GIF right there. Well, he looks like he's coughing up a fucking hairball. And this goes on for almost 3-4 minutes. 1:35. Danny, Christian, and Boring Jesus are confronted by the elders. One of them looks like Papa Smurf, you know, because for 2 reasons. They don't know any whereabouts of Mark or Josh. Bullshit. And at the dinner sequence, a little bit before that, when they were talking, which that goes on for a minute, the 19th book of the Ruby Warrior was missing, and one of the masters requests for someone to return it. I'm just like, how's that possible when you knock one of the fuckers out who had the book? So why even making that message in the first place, right?
Makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, and they don't know the whereabouts. So Danny is ordered to go with the women for the festivities, and Civ wants to meet Christian at her house. Don't worry, it isn't for fucking. That comes later. That's a different woman. Okay, 1:37:43. It looks like someone's mixing, like how they make that type of shit, like, you know, like grind shit. Looks like fucking chunky elephant diarrhea, and they mix it with the water, and it looks like they're drinking fucking poo water.
Yeah, it does.
And one of them asks us, what is this in here? She goes, it's tea for the competition. And he's like, when you take it, just look at this other woman. She looks like fucking albino tilt-a-switting alien bitch. She's like, I'm just like, still these people haven't fucking left yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
It's like, after you drink it, you're like, I'm just like, this is fucking retarded. 1:39. A big group of women are seated around this big cross, okay? Danny looks at her feet and the grass is growing. Oh, she's tripping fucking balls, man.
Yeah, tripping fucking balls.
And then the main old bitch. Now I try to, because remember, I try to copy all the subtitles and everything. Here's what she said. It was here long ago that the Black One lured the youths of Marga to the grass and seduced them to dance. Once they, who was it? Julio Gomez? They're saying the Black One they seduced him, and once they began, they could not stop, and they danced himself to death. Yeah, around his big pole. Now in life, holding defiance of the Black One. Yeah, holding on to that fucking anaconda sitting on his lap.
Oh God.
We dance until we fall, and she who survives last will be crowned. And then they start dancing around in a fucking circle with a bunch. Oh my God, this fucking music. Seriously, I'm not kidding you, folks. This music gave me a fucking headache.
Yeah,
this
it did.
movie literally caused harm to me.
I agree too.
And then 2 minutes later, Christian's in this room where the whole wall is like covered in like these squares of like figures and pictures and so forth, right? And then he comes across a picture of a bear looked to be set on fire. Foreshadowing! And I predicted it. I was just like, watch. He's going to be putting the fucking bear and set on fire. And it fucking happens! So, okay, and this scene goes on. Dude, all of them is just staring at a wall, getting invited to come in. They walk very slowly. They sit down very slowly in the next room, talking to Civ. And then Christian appears to sit down. Oh, no, excuse me. I'm sorry. Christian walks slowly to another room filled with the pictures all over. When telling Civ, he was speaking right away. He's like, hey, I have no knowledge of the whereabouts of Jaws or anything. And then Civ asked Christian about Maya, because they're destined to mate.
Oh Lord.
Get ready for that sequence, folks. And then this is a minute 39, and now it's a minute 43. And guess what? They're still fucking dancing like goddamn retards. And then Christian just shows up and he's like, he prepares to sit down to watch this bullshit with the rest of the neon white retards. And then this woman comes up to him and offers him a drink that will break down his defenses and opens him up, right? Mm-hmm. And he's like, I don't want to. She's like, no, it's good for you. So, he's like, oh, okay. I'm just like, you fucking idiot.
Yep.
824. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say it right now. You're worse than fucking Blumhouse in terms of horror films.
I can definitely see that.
I'm fucking going there, motherfuckers. Because at least with Blumhouse, they're not boring like yours. I need another drink. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, okay. And then all of a sudden, we get more bullshit dancing, and then we get double vision. Okay, double bright, blurry vision, folks, from Danny, because they're dancing like retards nonstop. And then she's talking to this other woman in this different language, and all of a sudden they can understand each other because the drugs are kicking in while they're dancing like retarded fucking monkeys. And then at an hour 49, this goes on for minute 43 to minute 49. No, 6 extra minutes. Danny won the competition, and she's now crowned the Maid Queen. And people are celebrating her win, and they lifted her up like she's fucking Rudy, and this is a football field. And they're all fucking acting like retard bullshit with more obnoxious singing. And this goes on for 2 minutes straight. Okay, and an hour 51. She's now sit at the dinner table, treated like royalty. She's got flowers all over her, and the nature responds to her metaphorical bullshit. And then Christian sits down with them as well. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on because he's all drugged up because he's stupid enough to drink that bullshit. She then, and then she's like, as part of tradition, you got to eat this thing whole. And it's like this nasty, fucking disgusting thing. She tries to swallow it whole. She's like, and she couldn't do it. And then it was like, oh, I'm just like, oh my God, how the fuck do people think this is good? After everything I just mentioned. Okay. Oh, this movie's wearing me out. Okay. And then Christian's fucking tripping balls, and then Papa Smurf makes a toast to the Maid Queen, right? Yay. And this goes on for 3 fucking minutes. An hour 54. Christian is staring at Maja, who has this seductive look like she's ready to fucking pogo stick on his dick, right? I'm talking about going balls deep in them sugar walls. Thank you, Hodge twins. And she gives him that seductive look, and she's like, and he gives her a sign to follow him. And then it's tradition for the Maid Queen to bless our crops and livestock. So they put her in this fucking Cinderella wagon with people pulling it like they're horses. Like, if she come back, she's gonna turn into a fucking pumpkin.
I have absolutely no idea.
Danny requests if Christian can go with her, but that is declined since the queen must go alone due to tradition. And then we get more awful fucking music of that goddamn drums and all violin reject shit. She proceeds to her carriage, pulled by the real life Pumpkinhead, by the others into some destination, right? And then a woman showing flowers in a path for Christian to follow. I was like, what is this, American Beauty?
Exactly.
157.50. They reach their destination, and then they bury something into a hole. One was like grains. One was like fucking meat. I don't even want to know where the fucking came from. And an egg, and then they buried it. And he's like, repeat after me. And they're singing this stupid shit while they're holding a torch, acting like the retarded Statue of Liberty while going in circles. This goes on for a fucking minute. And then at the 158.50 mark, Christian, this is some of the goofiest fucking acting I've ever seen. Christian is to breathe in this fucking smoke for your vitality. And this was shared by this guy who looks like a KKK member.
Yeah.
And then the camera stares at Christian's face while he's got big bug eyes staring at the camera for 24 seconds. And then it's towards this guy who looks like the same guy who looks like he's part of the KKK member. Okay, folks.
Here we go.
I need to hold on a minute. Hold on. We're at the 2 hour mark. I need another drink, a strong drink, because what I'm about to tell you, this is the reason why I fucking hate art house films. Because, you don't get it. They're hidden messages and meanings of life and metaphorical. No, I call it as I fucking see it. And that's what I use face value, because you can't bullshit against face value. I'll be right back. Show me your ass or something.
No, I'm not going to do that. Don't worry, Romy. We're almost done, folks. We're almost done the review. It's doing a big review, so we're almost done the review. It should be a little bit more. Let me see what we got. Let me take a look here. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure all the comments are okay. Good, but yeah, folks, almost through this, and what happens next? Holy shit, it is bad. Oh my god. It is some of the worst acting and some of the worst fucking things I have ever seen. This last 30 minutes is some of the worst movie I've seen
folks.
in a long time.
Oh, hey, Lucas. Hey, Lucas, I got a surprise for you.
I'm saying, you're fart, aren't you? That fucking fart.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go, folks. We're at the
time for the big fucking.
Oh my god, folks. Get ready for this.
Please.
I had to take off my glasses because this. Okay. So, at the 2-hour mark, the KKK.
Sorry. Come on.
The 2-hour mark, the KKK member lookalike opens this door. And we agree in this it's like a big open place, right? And it reveals a bunch of naked women joining arm in arms, in a circle like they're huddling for a football play.
A football play.
Oh, God. And in the middle is Maya surrounded in flowers and everything. She's butt naked, ready to go fucking balls deep on, Star-Lord's pole. No, they're all standing upwards like this. And then it shows a POV shot where she takes her, it shows like if you're looking in her POV, shows her staring at Christian, and then she spreads her legs apart like she's like, enter master. Okay? And then you get this chick who's she's nice and thick. I will give it this, man. There was a couple of women like in the huddle. There's this one chick. She was like nice. She got curves in the right area. She had big boobs and everything. I was like, fuck mine. I want the big booby chick. Okay. And they're like, oh. What is this? A fucking circus? Okay. And then here comes that, and he takes off the guy's robe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's butt naked too, with his wappa dangling hanging out. And then at the 201, we're back to the Maid Queen, and it shows like a huge open view shot, like they're posing and dancing like fucking monkeys. And then here you go, and then you hear him say, "Nah, ooh." I'm like, what are you, a fucking cuckoo clock? Shut up.
Yeah.
That shows up for 20 seconds. Okay. And then 2 hours and 1:20. Christian and Maya are looking at each other before they're ready to fucking bump ugly with each other. And the women are humming like idiots. They're like, this is what they're like. They're like, they do that, loo. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And then now they're started fucking.
Yeah.
They're started fucking, right? And then here comes this, and while they're fucking, here comes one of the women who.
This old fucking hag.
No. This is before that. This other woman, she takes the girl Maya's hand while she's going balls deep, right? It's missionary. And by the way, the sex scene sucked.
Yeah, it was bad.
I was just like, God damn.
Pornhub has better sex scenes than this.
Pornhub? Jesus Christ. Did these people learn how to fuck from the John Cena, how they learn how to act in wrestling? It was boring. Dude, I hate to say this. I'm going there. 50 Shades has better sex scenes than this scene.
No, I will agree with that. And you want to also on Give it to me.
Oh, we're gonna get to that, Tyler. And then here comes women. You know, she's holding her hands and she's like, "Nah, nee, nah, no, ah," you know, like singing that shit to Christian's face while he's plowing. I'm like, what? And then, you know, she's starting to, and then here comes Maya. She's starting to, I don't know if she's busting nuts, but she's like making these orgasmic sounds. And then she's like, and then everyone starts mocking her, doing it. What they're like wailing with her, like, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Okay. And then all of a sudden, and then all of them start grabbing their tits. I'm not making this up. Everyone's grabbing that's a Jeff. Everyone's grabbing their tits, right? Mocking her with the orgasmic gloves. They're like, this goes on forever.
So funny.
I'm like, what the fuck is this stupid shit? Is this how the insane asylum fucks? Is this their orgy? You know, we get like a quick look. Wait, the video's getting tons of. Well, yeah, it's because of the fucking Pussy Squad. That's why. But dude, they're just giving us. Dude, it did sound like a Tim Allen. I don't care if it. Well, it's a cult. I don't care if it's a cult or not. It's fucking stupid. Yep. And then we get to look at Sloth from the Goonies. You know, she fucked Donald Duck, wearing a wig, just sitting there, just giving like a stare look, you know. And then at 2:03, Cinderella, I mean the Maid Queen, returns with both her slippers and hasn't turned into a pumpkin. Oh, good for her. And then Danny's mentioned she should go to Siv's house where a special meeting is there only for the queens. But when she points at the orgy house, that's what I'm calling it.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, that place isn't for us. So due to her curiosity, she's going to go look anywhere, right? So Danny proceeds to find out what's going on in there. And you can hear the orgasm going, this kid, oh my God, dude. And I was like, what kind of drugs? I was like, dude, what kind of drugs?
What fucking drugs are these people taking?
And you can hear them making orgasmic sounds. And this goes on for like 40 seconds. And then she realizes what's going on through the keyhole, you know, and she fucking storms out. She storms out of there. She throws up. She starts bawling and bitching and whining like she always does. So the other ladies assisted her to the bedroom. Oh my God. And then this scene goes on for like a minute and a half straight. Back at the bedroom, she starts her bullshit by, bawling so over the top like a goddamn bitch ass romantic emo drama queen. And then the other ladies who are trying to help her start mocking her with the noises like those fucking big boobed women are mocking them with the orgasmic songs. And then she's like, while making the stupidest fucking faces imaginable. There you go. Another Ari Aster trope, making stupid ass faces. This goes on for like a minute and a half or two. What the fuck? And now we're back to the sex scene with the mocking, And then
Romy, I'm gonna put my camera for this.
Oh, here comes the Jeff.
I'm gonna position myself for this. All right, so tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
Go ahead, Romy. Go ahead.
So back, they're making this face going, That's exactly. They're acting like retarded monkeys holding their boobs going. I'm like, what the fuck is this stupid shit? And then comes this old nasty ass bitch who looks like the puppet from Tales from the Crypt. He goes behind Christian and pushes his butt cheeks, like pushing into him, ramming her harder and harder, right? Like ready to go even balls deep in her, and then Maya's like, finish, come on, finish, and he fucking gives her a cream pie, he busts a nut.
And then she goes like this. Hold on, she goes like this.
She's like, yeah. I'm like, is this shit I'm gonna take seriously? And then she's rocking her knees back and forth like she's, and then she says this, I can feel it. I can feel the baby. The look on Christian's face, and then you have the nasty, the Tales from the Crypt face bitch, was fucking priceless. So what happens? So at the 2:08 mark, he storms out of there like a bat out of hell.
He's like,
he runs out of there like a bat out of hell with his fucking dick flopping back and forth. Like his dick is portraying like it's doing the helicopter.
wait, guys, I'm going to show you guys what it's like. He's like,
oh my God. Okay, this is okay, that's a fucking GIF right there, man. You know, and while annoying ominous music's playing, and then he witnesses Josh's legs sticking straight up, being buried. Gee, what a shocker! And then he hides in this kitchen. Dude, I'm not kidding, Ibarabos. This actually fucking happens. And then he hides in this chicken coop when he realizes Simon.
God.
I believe he died after he showed up. No, like after. Well, we'll get to that. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get it. But...
yeah, his foot was like literally sticking up like this. Okay, and then
this shit. It's like that.
Okay, I'm taking a fucking photo of that. You better believe that shit. Hey man. Okay, and then Simon was dismembered as a blood eagle. Yep. Now, let me explain what this is, folks.
Please explain.
The blood eagle is a ritualized method of execution, detailed in late Skaic poetry. According to the two instances mentioned in the sagas, the victims, in both cases members of the royal families, were placed in a prone position, and his ribs were severed from the spine with a sharp tool, and their lungs pulled through the opening to create a pair of wings. Basically, his lungs were coming out of his back like a pair of fucking wings. And you can see him like breathing air and shit. And then all of a sudden when he turns around, one of the NWRs shoots dusts him and he passes out. Yep. 2:10. Christian wakes up. She's mentioned to him. This woman mentions to him that he cannot speak or move. They fucking paralyzed him.
Yep.
He's pretty much a vegetable. And they have a lottery system as to who would be sacrificed. Like the power. And then, okay, so to discover who's going to be sacrificed, because they need 9 for the 9 days. Woo! Metaphors, folks. They have this lottery system like fucking Powerball where they spin it, and out comes a ball with these ritual symbols on it, and that will declare who will be sacrificed, right? Folks, this is where this movie rips off Nicolas Cage's The Wicker Man.
Wicker Man. Trust me, it's a much better film to watch. Watch that instead.
Fuck that movie too.
I love the memes. I love the memes.
And okay, the cult gathers together with the paralyzed Christian and explains to Danny, who is, remember, she is the queen, and she's covered. Oh my gosh, she's covered from like neck to toe with fucking flowers and shit, like she's poison ivy or some shit. To purge the commune of its evil, 9 human sacrifices must be offered. The first 4 victims are outsiders: Josh, Mark, Connie, and Simon. Lured in by boring Jesus. And Christian, who is paralyzed, Christian, was chosen by Danny. Oh, are there more embarrassing sex sequences? No, that was the main one.
No.
And I'm just sitting there. It's like, remember what I told you? That Ari Aster wrote this because he broke up? He wrote this after he broke up.
Yep.
Guess what? It's about a relationship and he broke up. And you know what? Ari Aster's is portraying himself as Danny. And Ari Aster's significant other is Christian.
Yep.
You see where I'm going with this, folks?
Yepper,
So,
I do too.
Christian, who is paralyzed, is stuffed in a disemboweled bear in a temple. They disemboweled this fucking bear. Remember that bear in the cage? And they put him in the bear with his face, like in the face, looking out of the bear's mouth.
Yeah.
Remember the foreshadowing of he's going to be burned alive? I was like, yep, there you go. I fucking called it. And then he was put in the bear along into this barn full of hay with the other sacrifices. And he says, mighty and dreadful beast, with you we purge our most unholy afflicts. We banish you now to the deepest recesses where you may reflect on your wickedness. Hey, Ari asshole, how about next time you make a fucking decent movie instead of putting your bullshit personal vendetta garbage on screen? You fucking asshole.
Yeah, please.
And then there's these two other sacrifices, and they give him this shit. It's this take from the yew tree. Feel no pain. Well, guess what? When they're set on fire, they're feeling the pain. Great drugs, folks. And they fucking burn the place down, right? And they burn. This goes on for like 10, 15 fucking minutes.
Yep.
And they burn the place down, and they're watching them all burn to death. And then all the cultists outside act like fucking retards. This is painful. And then it shows Danny, act like she's somber, but she looks like she's making a retarded face. And then after, it's like half and half clip, like Verve visions of her in the barn. And then it proceeds, and this is with loud, obnoxious, ominous music. And then she proceeds to have a big smile. And then it cuts to black. Another A24, an abrupt ending, and the movie is finally fucking over.
Over.
An abrupt ending. Folks, Midsommar is one of the most grueling fucking movies I have ever had to sit through in my entire life. Yes, the movie does have some beautiful cinematography. Yes, there are some great tracking shots, but those are canceled out due to its pretentiousness and those fucking one tracking shots that are so goddamn tedious. You want to know how to do tracking shots? Watch Children of Men. Watch Gravity. Watch Roma. I think Mad Max Turner has a tracking shot. Watch Goodfellas, that dining sequence room. Or watch The Protector of Tony Jaa when he's going up that staircase and he's fighting people. And that's like 4 or 5 minutes. This movie's countless amounts of padding. It's a complete bore fest. It's one of the most boring fucking movies I've ever seen. It's absolutely tedious. Many of the performances are so over the top. It's outrageous how anyone can take this shit seriously.
It's beyond terrible.
There's so many unlikable characters. It has some of the worst composed some of the worst composed score I have ever heard in my life. It's so fucking pretentious. Nothing happens for the first hour, and when it does, it's fucking unintentionally hilarious.
It's stupid.
And it's so stupid but this movie is a waste of fucking time. And the worst thing about it, it's 2 hours and 20 plus minutes long. Dear fucking God, where most of this movie is drawn out frustration and padding. Big fat motherfucking zero. This film is a joke and not a very funny one, minus those 2 scenes. Fuck you, Ari Aster. Fuck the radical A24 fucknuts. Like I said, my asshole is spread, especially you pussy squad members. And I know some of you would love to eat ass, bitch asses. I am fucking done. Harry Hassel, go fuck yourself. Next time, don't bring your fucking personal agenda to this bullshit, because you and Lars von Trier have something in common. No wonder you'll always look up to him and love sucking his dick. I'm fucking done.
Same here, folks. I think we're gonna call it here. I gotta get ready for dinner. Romy, I know you got stuff to do. We'll probably hang out later, Romy, but yeah. Anyway, folks, thank you all for tuning into this epic Midsommar rant. Let us know in the comments below what's your worst scene in this movie. And with that being said, thank you all for watching. See you guys later.
Oh, and by the way, for the dislikes, thanks for your viewership. Thanks for supporting the video. You
exactly. Thank you for supporting.
Fucking retards. Joke's on you, dumb shits.
Yep. Thank you all, folks. See you guys later. Stay awesome and fuck Midsommar.
Fuck this movie.